Banter at the beginning, what can we do?
Not much has happened, does it? So
No, I mean, you've been away for a week,
yeah.
I suppose. But what does that... I mean, when people say they're going on holiday, they don't often just watch telly for a week.
Well, no, I didn't know.
So-
To be fair, I probably watched less telly on this holiday than any other
Where
holiday.
did you go, Gary?
Yeah.
I went to Bournemouth. My uncle lives in Bournemouth,
Okay.
and he has a flat there, and he works across the country a bit. So
Did he ever live in any of the houses next door to anyone?
I know, this is
No.
taking the guess. Bring it back.
Sorry, oh, good grief, no. He has never experienced moving.
But has he never moved, your uncle? He's literally
Yeah, no,
been in the
he
same
when
house.
Oh yeah, no. He's moved about 5 times in my memory.
What about in his?
Well,
'Cause I
maybe
imagine
more
there's a
because
lot
his
more.
memory goes back longer. Hence, him being my uncle.
Oh god, okay, it is the Custard TV moving podcast. It's Gary in the London area,
Bonsoir.
Matt from a slightly different location in the north.
Hello.
That was very chirpy,
You haven't-
I'm
you
almost
haven't
taken aback.
introduced
I was doing
yourself.
that through it. That wasn't chirpy. That was me doing it through a yawn at the same time.
God, that's the key.
And Luke, hold on, I'll do this bit. And Luke, the editor and runner of the podcast.
Oh, it's nice to have us all back.
Oh.
I clasp you to my bosom.
Well, if it wasn't so cold, I wouldn't do it, but it is cold, so... Yeah.
Luke, Gary, and Matt
Talking Telly
on the Custard TV podcast.
And the return of the triumphant Matt versus Luke. Not the most creative quiz title I've ever come across.
I didn't see you coming up with anything better.
I did come up with Luke versus Matt, which I
Well-
thought had a better ring to it.
If we're doing
Okay, so can you just explain quickly why the quiz is back and what form the quiz will take?
Well, what happened was, when I was down in Bournemouth, I had the genius idea that one
To
of the
do the
issues...
bloody quiz.
Would do the ready quiz. But one of the issues was I was running out of sources for questions. So what
Yeah.
I've got in front of me...
tomato, Worcestershire,
Yeah,
beef,
well,
HP.
Well, I the feedback you gave me was you didn't...
Matt, it's your own time you're wasting here.
You didn't want questions about Minder every week, was the feedback I got. So I've gone out, and out of my own pocket...
Bought the Minder annual.
Yeah, no, I've purchased 190 TV and film trivia cards.
Oh, he's
No.
gonna be going on for a while then.
So,
Is
yeah,
this
now,
is
on
this
every
coming out
card,
of the site budget?
On
Or-
every card, well, yeah, can I put a claim in? On every
Put a claim
card,
in.
there are actually film questions as well, so I'll be removing them because this
Okay.
is not a film podcast. So there'll probably
it
be
not?
about 80. So yeah, we've got room to go for a couple of months yet.
Okay, so because I thought we were getting towards the last one, but we're not now.
No,
I know,
we'll
I'm
be
excited
going.
now.
And we'll do 3 questions again each, and the winner out of 3, and we'll do a tiebreaker. And we'll just keep going until people stop listening. Or we
God, we should
Already
have stopped
happened.
in about
Yeah, no,
2014, I think. And I don't think I've ever said this on the podcast before, but we are in a fantastic time
Oh, we are.
for television. There is so much good stuff on that we
Odd
will
people.
discuss. It's
My-
almost overwhelming how good
My hard
stuff is at the
drive
moment.
is 61% full.
I don't know why that sounded so seductive, but it did.
Up to this point,
Hey,
point,
ladies.
it has never been more than 20.
Is that on your Tinder profile?
Yeah, my hard drive is 61% full.
And rising.
39%
Okay.
of me left to love.
All mortally few.
I feel reasonably sick. I don't know about you.
I'm just thinking, is it okay if I put this podcast on my Tinder profile as a reference? No?
Have you got a Tinder profile?
No, I don't think I have.
Okay, can you
Well,
swipe
no.
to where?
Let's
I don't think you have.
I think I have.
I don't know.
Somebody else has done one for you.
Is Tinder the one where you swipe?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, well, then I probably do, but I haven't looked at it in, like, years, because I think I got it when it was first on, and I don't think I've updated it since then.
Have you ever had any swipes? Is it right?
No, I don't think I had.
Actual swipes? I don't know.
The problem
I don't
was, the problem was I used that picture of Luke that you sent me. And,
Okay, news, reviews and previews. News first. No second series for The Last Panthers. We didn't watch this. Gary got about 40 minutes in and
Yeah.
said it was
realised there
generic
was
and
no
boring.
actual panthers in it.
There's no Panthers, yeah.
Yeah.
Or is Panther from Gladiators?
Not even the first Panther, let alone the last Panther.
And another one not coming back is You, Me and the Apocalypse, which was a Sky drama on NBC in the States, starring Matthew Bainton as every character he ever plays, Pauline Quirk minus the dog, and Jenna Fisher from The Office. So that won't be coming back as well. Series 5 of Ripper Street will be its last. You'll be able to see it on BBC One later next year, but initially on Amazon Prime. Series 4's on there at the moment. And Sony have announced that a true crime channel will get its debut on the 22nd of March on Freeview, and you'll be able to watch as much Dog the Bounty Hunter, Deadly Crime, and Crime 360
Deadly
as your
Women.
heart.
Yeah.
Oh, did I? Oh, Crime 360 and Deadly Women, and something that isn't on here.
Oh,
and
is it what I
hadn't
was
had
going to
time.
mention?
It is. I hadn't had time to stick it on the website. There is a follow-up coming to Getting
Yes,
On.
that's what I was going to mention. as
Which
well.
Oh,
is,
right,
I tell you what,
right.
a follow-up. It's going forward. It's Joe Brand working in I think a young care home.
Yeah.
So it looks very good. The only
It's a
disappointment is there's no involvement from Vicky Pepperdine or Joanna Scanlon on the writing front, and I don't know
No.
quite why that is, but there you go.
Well,
Maybe
they had
they
their
fell
doggy
out.
program, didn't they?
Yeah.
And this
It
has
is-
also got Omid Jalili in it.
Yes, that's the only downside for me.
He's
That is
Iran's
the only
favourite
downside.
comedian.
Is he her husband? Oh no, Tom
Oh, I
Davis
hope-
is it? Dave, a self-employed private hire driver.
Dave.
Dave, yeah, Omid Jalili is playing her husband.
Oh no!
Dave.
That means when I watch Getting On from now,
Yeah.
on DVD, and she's talking to Dave, now I have to picture Omid Lily. Oh, that spoilt it. Okay, now would you
Now
swipe
s-
west and go right?
Oh, I like what you did there. Well done. Right, I'm going east, then west.
You make it
Right.
Pet Shop Boys.
Hit US comedy You're the Worst is going to be on
Love
Fox.
it.
Have
What?
you watched a lot of this?
I've seen all of this.
I was
Have
going to
you?
say, I did get the feeling that one of you had watched it. I couldn't.
I
Is
do
it as
series.
good as is it as
I've
good as
seen
they
the
say?
the first couple of episodes, but I wasn't overly wowed by it. I found it
Yeah,
a
no.
bit too coarse for my gentle ears.
I can understand that, but as it moves on, it moves away from that, and there is something that happens
And
in
it's
the
got
second
a
run.
former Waterloo Road actor in it.
Yes, Chris Gere. But yeah, I don't know whether they bought the second series, and I don't want to spoil it for anyone. But
And it's
there
just
is
got
something-
renewed for a third, hasn't it?
Yeah,
there is something
actually,
that they do in the
Okay.
second series that I've never seen done in a sitcom before,
I'll have to watch
and
it now.
it's brilliant.
So very
It-
much like
it will
Parks and
surprise
Rec,
you.
which the first series was a bit dull. It kind of gets going.
I don't
wasn't
think Gary.
dull.
No, it wasn't
no,
dull.
well,
It
I
just
thought there
didn't.
was a
I
bit-
found
I
the first
struggled.
two episodes to be very samey. If I'm honest, that's what I thought the performances were good though.
Yeah, there's a good chemistry between the
Yeah, I'd agree there.
the cast.
if-
I don't think Gary will like
No.
it, but I'm annoyed that it's on 5-star and not perhaps. I don't know where else it could go.
Dave?
E4 perhaps, or
E4.
Dave.
Dave
Yeah.
could put it alongside Last Man on Earth, perhaps.
It's renewal season in America, and ABC have jumped the gun and gone first, and they've renewed the following: Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.,
Not
which
the
is on
following.
E4, Modern Family on Sky One, Grey's Anatomy, Sky Living, and Scandal on Sky Living, How to Get Away with Murder, which is on Universal, Once Upon a Time, which shows over here on Netflix, new series Quantico, which starts this week on Alibi, and The Goldbergs, which we kind of all like, and that is on E4. That's only a number of the shows. The other shows they've recommissioned are either comedies like Fresh Off the Boat, which haven't made it over here, or
Yeah,
their
I like that.
kind of like reality stuff, which we don't normally touch. Some of the reviews which I did, only one of these I actually watched 90 full episode of. Would you like to guess which one? I'll give you a choice. You have Lucifer, which is on Amazon Prime, Limitless, which is a TV series based on the film a couple of years ago, and The Chronicles of Shannara.
I hope
Which one of those?
I hope it's the top one, just so you have to say it a lot.
That one. Matt,
No,
me
which
and Luke
one
have
did I
watched a
think?
bit of Lucifer, haven't we, on
Yeah.
People's Couch?
On the people, I think it's probably Limitless.
Okay,
Yeah, I
Matt,
agree.
do you agree? Is that the
Yeah,
same?
yeah, that was what I would have gone for.
It was The Chronicles of Shannara.
Yeah.
What was it?
Yeah,
What was it
Shannara.
called again?
Okay, right. We'll do Lucifer very quickly. Lucifer is terrible.
It
Formulaic.
did look good.
Formulaic, bad. Unfortunately, it's the guy out of Miranda, isn't it? It's
Mm.
Ben someone or other.
Tom
No.
Ellis.
Tom
Yeah,
Ellis.
Tom Ellis. He's absolutely rubbish. If he's the devil, then heaven help us. See what I did there. bad
I
acting.
do now. I didn't
writing.
initially.
It just and the first scene is him convincing a police officer that he wasn't speeding, and it's just terrible. Limitless, I'm afraid, again was just the worst 15 minutes of television I've ever seen.
Why do you only give it 15 minutes?
Well, because pilots this is a way in which I do pilots sometimes, because pilots are supposed to make you want to watch things. So
Yeah, but you've got to hang on till the end, surely, Gary.
no, not necessarily, because within the first 15 minutes of Limitless, I knew exactly where this is going. They've gone far too
But what if
far.
they put a twist in at the end and they killed off all the original cast?
Yeah. Or what if they said, you're not limitless at all.
Well,
you have limits.
limited.
You would,
But
yeah.
I did read a review and they didn't. So.
It's like that film Unstoppable with Denzel Washington. Where
Well,
they
no,
stopped
but
the train.
that,
So it was
Well, then-
so it was stoppable.
well,
Or the never-ending story.
no, that's still going. Actually. But as well, after that, you get a feeling for things, and it was far too quick for me. It didn't explain anything. It was just far too quick, and he takes a tablet and he's got like a super brain power, and therefore it's like, well, why do I care? And there was nothing that the main character was not at all interesting at all. He was a temp, and the thing that he did was he helped somebody get a promotion by being really good at working out the politics in the office. It's like, not really that good.
Okay, so the last one, which
Right.
every time you say it reminds me of the Family Ties theme tune.
The Chronicles
You know
of
that?
Shannara.
Sha-na-na-na.
No. Right, this is actually based on a book. This is very similar to Lord of the Rings.
Where is this even on? Let's
This is
start
on
there.
5-star. This was the same time. Oh, I watched Heroes Reborn as well. That's rubbish. Don't bother.
Luke, didn't you watch Fuller House quickly?
Yes, Christ, yes.
Do you want to do a brief review of that before Gary launches into the Chronicles of Shannara?
Briefly, it is awful. Gary, Chronicles of Shannara.
Shannara is based on a series of books which came out not long after Lord of the Rings and is very similar. They have elves and trolls.
I don't know what's this even on in the States. I've never heard of this. I don't know where you.
I do know what I don't know what it's on in the States. Maybe
They haven't watched it on the People's Couch, so I've got no idea.
No, that's I'm skeptical.
Basically, this is actually quite good. If you like your kind of Lord of the Rings, it's not bad. It does star Jonathan Rhys-Davies, who was.
It is. It is just called the Shannara Chronicles.
Oh, is it?
Oh, that's what
sorry.
you fool.
Well,
And it's on
And
MTV.
do you know what?
Obviously thinking of
I
Chronicles
do
of
know it.
Narnia.
And can
On
I just
MTV?
say, I do know this because you said it would be terrible on a previous podcast.
No, I did. I looked at it and it looked terrible. But actually, there's a proper storyline. It's actually it's got little elements of Lord of the Rings, little elements of the Hunger Games. It's not bad. I don't know that I'm going to carry on because I'm watching so much else at the moment that I think I could easily let this go to Netflix or Amazon and watch it later. So that's what I'm going to do. But if you like fantasy, and if you're not this is like Game of Thrones, but without the sex and the violence.
Oh,
So
all
if
the
you're,
best bits gone.
if you want,
But
well, no,
with
if you
with
want
the
a less-
complicated title. The
Exactly.
Shannara.
Yeah, if you want something a little bit more genteel than Game of Thrones, then I would highly recommend this. And there's lots and lots of books, so they've got lots and lots of scope to do storylines.
And one final time, what is the title?
Shannara Chronicles.
It does feel like he's having a stroke midway through.
I
when
am
he says
taking the
that.
mic because I can't. It's Shannara.
Okay.
Shannara.
Shannara.
Shannara. Shannara. It's not as difficult as it may sound. Okay,
Sorry.
reviews with the northern quota of the podcast.
That's me, Matt. Hello.
Oh,
Hey!
it's back!
I missed
Hey,
that.
Every time I do the reviews, I want to find out something about Gary's view on something, and I think
Yeah.
Luke's the same. So we're going to start with something that's on BBC Three. A new episode drops every Sunday, and it's 13.
I'm watching this on BBC One, so I've only seen the first.
well,
episode.
that's a gift in itself.
because it's on BBC Two.
Oh, sorry, BBC Two.
And
Sorry, I do
BBC Three
apologise.
online.
Yeah,
Sorry.
but it's not on BBC One at all.
Sorry,
BBC
I
Two
thought
at 10
I
o'clock.
forgot. I thought
Okay, yeah, and it's on BBC Two 10 o'clock on Sundays. There you
That's
go.
when I'm
Yeah.
recording it. Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
This is the story of Ivy Moxham, who at the age of 13 was kidnapped and put in a cellar, and now 13 years later, see what they did there,
Okay.
she sort of stumbles out of the cellar, and the police are trying to find out, what the hell happened, and at the same time her family are getting